Hello, outsiders. It's Justice Mariah here. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. Don't know how well things are going to echo in here. Anyway, as you might have seen recently, I have been in Austria the past couple days, and as I record this, I'm actually in Amsterdam because my flight got delayed, so I'm basically making this in the meantime. So I thought I'd give a little bit of dialogue to explain some of the stuff I was doing. I was on a trip, did a lot of singing. If I can, I'll share some of the singing videos. It was part of a missions journey, and I'm super happy that I got to be a part of this. But it wasn't just all work, although that was the most important part of it. That is the whole reason I came out here, and I am happy for the opportunities I have. Just singing to provide some joy to some of the refugees coming from many different places around the world whose faces and names I obviously will not share. But in addition to that, we also got to visit some really cool places just out in Austria. So first of all, we went to Stephansplatz, otherwise known as Stephen's Dome. This is the dome in Vienna dedicated to Saint Stephen. If you know the story, he's the one who was martyred before Saul came to the faith. Yes, I'm still religious, very much so. But the church is very old, very well dedicated. We actually visited a couple of churches in the area, also the National History Museum. But I also had the opportunity to do something I've wanted to do for a while. I went up to a castle. There was a castle right actually behind this fountain here. This fountain was seen in the movie The Sound of Music. And yeah, surprisingly behind it there's a castle. And we got to visit the castle. And I did this. I'm actually quite happy that I did this. A friend of mine basically just told me to do it, and it was fun, so why not? For some castles, exploring some places like that, and we even got to see Mozart's birthplace. I'm dead serious. We went to the place where Mozart was born, saw his viola because now it's a museum. So yes, we have the exact viola that was dedicated to the Mozart family. And even saw the original outfits from the first ever production of Little Magic Flute. So, yeah, that's kind of important, I would say. But again, all of this was not really a vacation. Most of the stuff I talked about, like the Mozart trip and the castle, that was done on one day. The one free day we had, because most of this was working, trying to bring some joy and positivity, and a lot of traveling, believe me. That being said, I'm glad I did get to do all that traveling because I got to see a lot of the beautiful countryside that these countries have to offer, and had the experience to leave America, which is something I've wanted to do for a while just because I wanted to explore more of what this world has to offer. It's kind of limiting to really only be trapped. Well, not trapped, but spend your entire life only in one country, especially when there's so much of this world to be explored. So many people, so many different cultural stuff. That's why I took pictures of just about every meal I had. I wanted to experience something different. Like the first day I was in Vienna, I had Überbackene Käse Spätzle, which, yes, that is how you pronounce that, but basically it's just a macaroni dish. But it's very good. Also had schnitzel because you gotta have that. Austrian chocolate, like it was. There's so much that I'm very grateful that I got to experience on this trip. So if I forgot anything, because I have like 7 days worth of footage here, I'll display it now with probably some of the music I sang while I was out here, and hope that you guys enjoy it. All right. By the time you see this, I'll be back in America and hopefully be working on some other things, because apparently I missed like all 3 of the big game announcements out here. To be fair, I was doing more important stuff. Don't act like video games, as cool as they are, don't act like they're the most important thing in this world. Alright, enough said. I'll see you guys when I see you next. Have a God bless day, everyone. And you know what? Let's bring back the old outro for this.